Do you have moldy, discolored, or cracked caulk in your home? Well, if you do, it's important to remove that caulk and replace it with a new bead of caulk. The mold can cause health issues, the cracks can cause leaks in wet areas like your kitchen and your bathroom, or it can also cause issues with energy efficiency around things like the windows in your home. But you may not know how to remove the caulk. Well, in this video, I'm going to share 3 easy steps that you can follow to get that job done and prepare for the new bead of caulk. Step number 1 is to score the caulk, and this helps prepare us for step number 2. But to get the caulk scored, I like to use plastic razor blades. They don't damage the surface that you're trying to score, especially if it's a tile surface, and even on these wood surfaces, a metal razor blade can take out chunks of wood if you're not too careful. The plastic razor blades take that problem away. So I simply attach it to my scraper tool, and I use that to score along the top and along the bottom of the caulk. Now I said that sets us up for step number 2. And step 2 is to spray the caulk with a silicone or adhesive removal spray. The nice part about this is within 60 seconds it starts to act and you can start to remove that caulk. The purpose here is to make the caulk removal much more simplistic and take a little bit less effort to get it out. These sprays help loosen the bond between the caulk and the surface that you need to remove it from. The purpose here is to make it easier for you to remove the caulk. The way that I like to use these sprays is to spray my entire surface and let it sit, but this is one unique thing about these sprays. You don't have to let it sit for a long period of time. In less than 60 seconds, these sprays will start to take action, and then you can move on to step number 3. This brings us to step 3, which is the main event, and that is removing the caulk. Now you can continue to use that plastic razor blade to get as much out as you can. I like to use my plastic scraper tool. I can move this back and forth really fast to get some of the bigger chunks out. But if I have a gap between my top and bottom surface that I'm sticking or adhering the caulk to, I like to use my hook tool in order to get everything out from in between. It is super important that you remove all of the caulk before you put a fresh bead down. Once you get all of those big chunks out using the scraper, the hook, and the plastic razor blade, you can use a scrubbing pad or a towel in order to clean the surface. You need it to be nice and clean so that the new bead of caulk adheres appropriately. I like to use the silicone removal spray here before I use my scrubbing pad. That just helps me get all those little pieces out of the little nooks and crannies between the trim and my window. In this case, it works just as easily in your bathroom or your kitchen. But once that is done, let it dry. Before you put that new bead of caulk down, you need to make sure the surface is dry and clean. And once that's done, now you're ready for that new fresh bead of caulk.